You have a theme song?
I don't have a theme song, bro.
Jay, do you have a theme song?
Yeah, I have to retire it though.
What is it?
It was Return of the Mac.
Now it can be Return of the Simp once again.
I don't want to take yours.
Ooh. Pow, pow, pow. Never me, bro. Never.
You don't have one though?
I really can't think of a song that I'm like,
The one that comes to mind is
that gets the people going.
Oompa Loompa.
Oh, Lord.
I almost said something disrespectful.
What are those guys called?
Oompa Loompas.
They're
Yeah,
Oompa
Oompa
Loompas. Dante, you're Oompa Loompa?
Yeah.
And you're blue?
I'm annoyed. I really don't think I have one.
What do I think about when I think about Dante?
I don't think I have one. I think it in past seasons it probably would have been some type of rap song. It probably would have been some Gucci, but now I can't really think of anything. I listen to more R&B more than anything.
So it's not like Warren Sapp.
Bro, why y'all gotta play me?
Never gonna
Marvin Sapp.
What's that?
He
Marvin.
said Warren.
Oh,
Warren Sapp, football player.
the same person.
Why are people trying to play me? JJ is clearly the holy one.
I'll take that's a good title.
That's a good point, bro.
It is.
If you die and go to heaven and you don't see JJ, you're in hell.
Just start the. Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Soundboard Podcast. It is your main man, Dante, and I'm sitting here with
Coop.
And I'm sitting here with
It's your boy JJ.
And this is episode 34, guys. Man, we appreciate you for tapping in to the pod. This is the Soundboard Podcast because we believe everyone needs a soundboard. The people that you go to ask, am I tripping? Or was I wrong? And because y'all tapping in with us, y'all are now officially a part of our soundboard. Fellas, what's going on?
What's up? It's been a hectic week. Bro, it's been busy. I mean, this is a busy season for me in general.
Right.
Because, it's a lot going on. Everybody want to get married in 2022.
Exactly. I ain't going, no more weddings. No more.
Except yours.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
No, I'm going to mine.
But in addition to that, bro, I was this week I've been in the process of moving.
You're moving. Okay.
Yeah. So, we had this conversation about whether or not I was going to move in with my lady prior to marriage. And I decided against it.
Oh.
I
didn't know what Coop was gonna play. But
I didn't know what button it was going to be.
I didn't know what button it was gonna be.
Yeah, but in order to try to save some money, I decided to go ahead and terminate my lease.
Oh. But did you end up saving money if you terminate your lease?
I will.
Okay.
Off the rip, I gotta, of course I gotta pay fees.
Right.
But in the long run, I'll end up saving some money that I can put towards the wedding.
Right.
So I've been in the process of moving this week. So on top of just already work kind of being a little hectic, the moving process this week was kind of crazy. I'm trying to be out by Saturday. And so I spent all day trying to move. I ended up trying to make too many plans on Saturday. Didn't do everything I was trying to do. But I ended up moving this week. I actually moved in with my sister.
Okay.
So my sister has a house. So I moved in with her, trying to save some money. So that way we can put it towards the wedding. But in the process of moving, bro, I don't know if Dante's situation, he done touched me and his luck done kind of came my way.
What happened?
Boy done got into an accident.
Are you serious?
Lord.
And not like a real, like a legit accident.
Hold on, don't be associating me with car.
Stay away from me.
Don't touch me. Don't even dap me up, bro. No, so I was driving, and there was a company van that was parked on the side of the street.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait.
And then there was
You in a parked car?
no, let me tell you, it wasn't my fault. So there was a company van on the side of the street, and there was another car. Like they were kind of side by side, so I got to drive in between the cars essentially, right? So before I drove through, I looked, try to see if there was anybody in the van.
Right.
I didn't see nobody. As I'm driving through, dude opens the door
And hit your car?
and hits the car, bro. It actually wasn't mine. I was driving Gigi's car.
Oh, that's good.
Thank God it wasn't your vehicle.
Bro, but it actually damaged the car pretty bad.
It damaged her car bad?
Did you knock the door off?
It had put a pretty big dent in there.
Was Gigi in the car with you?
Yeah.
Y'all both should have rolled out. Y'all both should have rolled out, just laid in the street. My neck.
Exactly.
Ow.
Yeah, man. So that was unfortunate.
Y'all could have had your whole wedding paid for.
And it's a company car?
It was a company car.
Oh, yeah. They got company insurance.
Yeah, they got-
But y'all want to have integrity or whatever.
That's all right. We still took the information.
Okay.
So that's pretty much been what's up with me. Just like moving, trying to get settled, still trying to get settled.
Right.
Because it's like one thing after the next.
Right.
But, we'll see how that goes.
Well, one of the things that you missed,
Yeah.
I got all my groomsmen together because I wanted to officially ask you guys to be groomsmen. And
Did everybody say yes?
y'all didn't tell me no.
Okay.
Do people typically say no?
I don't think so.
Have you ever asked somebody and they actually said like no?
I've never been married before.
Well, that's true.
I
wanna know-
had somebody not show up.
Okay, that's a whole nother different kind of drama.
I think people only say no if they're like not able to make it.
if they're not right.
Yeah.
So I invited everybody together because everybody had to get fitted for their suits. And I gave you guys a little token of my appreciation. I created some cards. Olivia ain't the only designer in this family. You feel me?
You did your thing.
didn't
I
help you with
did
that?
that. I did that.
Oh, that's legit. I thought they had Libby.
I mean,
all
she
over
had did one of them, but I did the rest of
copied?
them.
You copied
No.
her?
So technically, this is what I did. I did the cards because I'm also a sentimental person.
Yeah.
So for me, I was like, okay, I could give y'all these gifts, but I also want to tell y'all why I chose y'all. So I did the card, and then Olivia was like, babe, there could be a better use of some of the space. And so I was talking through it. I was like, because we got a logo made for the wedding. And I was like, well, send me the logo so I could put the logo on the cards. And she was like, I don't know if the logo will be ready in time because we're getting it created. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to move this right here, move this right here. She was like, oh, baby, I think that's dope. Let me show you what it could look like. So she did one of them, and then I changed the rest of them. But they came out really, really well.
You did your thing, bro.
Yeah, it was nice.
I just wanted y'all to know.
Nice little
why.
touch.
You know what I'm saying? A little personal touch to let y'all know.
We all
why.
got a quote.
Not everybody got a quote, actually.
Oh.
It was only people that I could think of quotes for. Rachel didn't get a quote, Daniel didn't get a quote. But I put memories. I put a memory.
We throwing names out there.
Oops. But I put memories of everybody. Like I put my a favorite memory of everybody in the paragraph.
That's what's up.
So I got that together, and I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, this planning a wedding has been fun.
You trying to switch your mindset?
Yeah, because if you heard the last episode, you'll know why I just said that it's been fun.
What's been fun?
What's the most fun? The most fun time of my life. But it was dope to actually now, like Olivia's been doing stuff with like her bridesmaids and stuff, so it's dope to now do stuff with the groomsmen, and it's fun. So it was cool. So I did that, and this week was just a rough week because I made my first real big mistake at work.
Oh, I love it.
I told a client that we could do something that we could not do.
What did the client say after?
So luckily I caught the mistake before the client responded. So I responded back to the email and was like, oops, joking. Actually, on April Fools. I should have said April Fools.
Oh, yeah.
It was on April Fools.
Oh, that's funny.
But I responded back and was like, hey, guys, I know I said that we could do this. Unfortunately, we cannot. We don't have the capability. I apologize.
They were cool?
But they were really cool about it.
Yeah.
My boss was like, Dante, I'm the hardest person on myself.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dang, I shouldn't have did that. That was a huge mistake. My boss was like, bro, chill. It wasn't even that big of a mistake. Like
told you
chill
what
out.
I did.
Like, chill out.
I feel like as long as you take ownership for it,
Right.
that's what really makes all
My
the
boss
difference.
was like, bro, chill out. It was that big a mistake. But I just don't like making mistakes.
That's
I made one too, though. The week before.
You made a mistake at work?
Sure did. And a whole complaint was filed.
On you?
Yeah, bro.
Not a complaint on JJ.
Yeah, bro.
Maybe I was wrong.
JJ, what did they say?
Basically, it was a lapse in communication. So I was supposed to get back to somebody,
And you didn't get back to him?
and I didn't get back to him. No.
Oh, okay.
So they filed a complaint. It wasn't really a big deal.
Seems like
I
they
mean,
could've
but it was my fault. So
What they say?
They basically said that they said that they tried to reach out to me a couple of times and I didn't respond, and they didn't receive any communication, and they trying to kind of exaggerated the situation.
Of course.
a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
But then it just basically went to my boss's boss. But it wasn't a big deal. Like, as long as I took ownership for it, it was cool.
And you know who it was?
I reached back out to them, to whoever I was supposed to, whoever filed the complaint. I reached back out to them, but they didn't answer. They didn't respond to me.
Oh, no. Reach out to them again. I'm going to keep sending you emails. This is my third
You
time
wanted to
reaching
talk,
out.
right? Let's talk. Let's chat it up.
You wanted to talk. Let's talk. I'm reaching out until I hear from you. That's
You
annoying.
gotta get a restraining order on JJ.
No, you gonna get restraining order. Look, you about to get restraining order on me. I'm reaching out to you. Happy Monday.
Yeah.
Still awaiting a response. See
Yeah,
below.
yeah,
Happy
yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Still awaiting response because you want to keep that energy. I'm on that kind of time.
Yeah.
I'm on that kind of time.
That's a hostile work environment.
Yeah, I'm cool on that. That's not the energy I'm on.
Am I hostile? Am I the problem?
I did my part. That's all that matters.
JJ one of them people that make a mistake and be like, "You right. I'm gonna take ownership." Nah, I'm gonna take ownership, but I'm also gonna be an annoyance to you for the rest of your life. Do you see? Do you see them? Do you see them people? You see them around the office?
No.
Dante, relax. Calm down.
If JJ ain't gonna
Dante
beef, I'm
ready
a
for that
beef.
smoke, bro.
I'm a beef. I'm a beef
But
on
you don't
JJ's
want to
behalf.
race. Where's that energy with the race? That's all I'm trying to see. I'm trying to figure it out.
I don't really care that
The
much.
matches.
I don't care about that kind of anger. I don't really care about. I don't really care about proving myself. So that's all that happened. I made a mistake and got my homies together, so it was fun.
That's what's up, man. So, God served me a big slice of humble pie this week. We've been having money talks.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a visitor come over. I'm trying to be discreet.
They probably listen to the podcast.
Definitely.
They listen to the podcast.
I'm trying to be discreet.
I had a visitor come over and we started talking.
Was this Danto?
It was. Yeah, let's take Dalto. They came over and we are talking about their new position, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you should be at this amount by now." Like, "Oh, you're good." They started laughing at me,
It ain't nothing worse talking about money and somebody laugh at you.
and then I was like, "What's funny?" And then they gonna point to the ceiling, and then I had to look up at the ceiling, and then I had to look at them,
They added visuals.
and then they nodded yes. So just know that I'm the broke friend.
How off were you in regards to the pay? Was it a substantial amount?
I don't know if I can say.
No. I'm just saying,
You don't
like,
say that amount.
I just like, how hot or cold were you? Like on a scale
Very
of
cold.
the Netherlands. Is that cold? The Netherlands.
Heck if I know.
It sounds cold.
It
Yeah,
gets cold there in winter.
But I was very cold.
North Pole.
Yes.
Is that a real place?
I mean, yeah, it's Santa's there.
Depending on how old you are.
Wait.
Don't you work there?
Yes, the North Pole is
I
real.
get it because I'm an elf.
Yes, the North Pole is a real place.
Is it a real?
Yeah, the North Pole, the South Pole. But on top of that, I was watching a documentary on YouTube about the rise of black
Wait. You said that humbled you. Like, how did it?
How did it feel?
because
Because we've talked about talking about pay with friends, and your stance was you want to talk about it.
yeah.
Well, when we talked about it, he was always the top person.
Oh, I was high. I was at least
Yeah.
in the ballpark.
You were the broke friend, but now he's
I'm
the
watching.
broke friend.
I'm watching the game from TV.
Oh, so you don't mind other people being the broke friend, but now when you the broke friend, it's a problem.
It's not a problem.
Oh.
I'm just letting you know that I too have been humbled. That's it.
Welcome.
But on top of that, I was watching a documentary about the wealth in Black America on YouTube, and the guy basically said, "I don't know, these numbers are right."
I need to. What did he say?
He said 1 in 50 Black American households are millionaires.
1 in
Wait,
50?
1 in 50.
That's
And
hard.
then,
I don't know if that's right.
and
Is
then,
that right?
bruh? Well, I mean, after this week, I believe it. I definitely believe it. And then he said, you know, Black Americans are the second. We account for the second most millionaires in America, which I can easily believe that.
I can believe that. I think so. I think
can see that
I think
over
the
the 1
thing
in 50.
is right. I think the thing is black people just be quiet about their wealth.
No,
Some people-
black
Some
people. I feel like
Wait,
the real.
are they accounting like rappers and stuff?
Yeah, that has to fall in there. Athletes,
You have to think-
rappers,
Athletes, you're
entertainers.
right.
You have to
they
think
have
you're
to
right.
fall
there's
in
a new crop of millionaires every year with athletes.
You're right. You're right.
So every year we're getting.
And we are the majority of the league.
Yeah, we're getting at least 20 in the NBA.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
When you think about it like that, when you think about athletes, when you think about artists, like yeah, that's definitely fact.
So it just goes back to that thing of, you know, if you're the smartest person in the room, find another room.
Low key, I found out today that or this week that somebody I know directly worked for a millionaire in Dallas, and I was like,
Yeah.
set up a meeting
For
So
what?
you can meet with them.
so I could meet with him.
Oh my gosh.
I just want to. I just want to. Oh dang! I know people who got money hate when people pick their brains. So I need to figure out.
I mean,
how
what
it
would
could
you
be.
what would you want to
I don't even know. I just want to be in. I just want to be in the room.
I mean, Cooper millionaire.
No. I mean,
He on his way.
Yeah, it's a millionaire mindset.
yeah.
The mindset come first.
Yeah.
That's true. The wealth comes later. I agree. But yeah, she told me she worked for a millionaire, and I was like, "Dang, how did that impact you?"
I worked
And
for a
she
millionaire
said,
too.
She said it showed her the possibilities.
Oh yeah.
She said it showed her possibilities, and I said, was that the biggest thing? She was like, if I got nothing else, I now know that it's possible. He owns
That's big.
He owns some major properties in Dallas, like some of the major skyscrapers in Dallas.
That's cool. She had direct access to him.
She worked for him. She was his accountant.
Oh,
I think that's the biggest thing, exposure. Like,
yeah.
Because people, for the most part, have limited exposure. So
Right.
even us thinking like not 1 in 50 could be millionaires, it's probably because we have limited exposure. As soon as you expose to something, then you can see that it's possible.
That's a black mindset. Cause you know what? I saw this on social media. They said, why people gotta think Jay-Z and Beyonce in the Illuminati because they rich, but don't nobody ever talk about Elon Musk in the Illuminati.
Facts.
And I said, dang, bro, that's right. Why when black people obtain a lot of wealth, people feel like they sold their soul, but don't nobody be saying that about Jeff Bezos,
especially black people.
especially black people. And it be black people that say it.
Which
think
leads us to
Black
our,
people have like a comparison.
What you mean? To
Like
each other?
it's like a competition. I feel like black people try to, for the most part, they try to one up each other. Or if somebody made it, they got to make an excuse.
They gotta
It's
make
like
a reason.
It's similar to like a crabs in a barrel mentality.
Right.
Which leads us to our next topic.
What's that?
Which we hate to talk about this because we know it's
Oh my gosh. Y'all wore this in the ground, but we about to wear it down too.
the slap.
Heard around the world.
Will Smith slapping Chris Rock on stage. What was it?
At the 94th Academy Awards.
Ridiculous.
In the middle of the show.
I was so triggered, bro.
Coop did say that. Coop said he was triggered. Why were you triggered?
I think I was triggered for the most part because the fact that you slapped this little guy on stage was it was too much like a bully to me.
It was very bully
It was
behavior.
I know you're not supposed to be able to tell people how to respond to your actions, but that was so over the top for that little joke that it just made me so mad. And the fact that I know that he wouldn't have did that to Joe Rogan, he wouldn't have did that to
The Rock.
The Rock, you know what I'm saying? Like either somebody equal stature of him or of a different origin, he wouldn't have slapped nobody else. But he slapped Chris Rock because he felt like he could.
So the crazy thing is, I literally was saying, "Dang, Chris Rock can't fight." Because if you come slap me, I'm slapping you back.
I thought that shows strength on Chris Rock's part.
Some would say.
Not you.
I wouldn't.
Bro, you know what?
I feel like Chris tried to keep his composure.
He
like
did.
He had to. He's the one that's moving the show forward. So if he responds in that moment, I think
We would have moved the show forward.
You would have fought back.
Yes. You're not about to come slap me. First of all, just opinion. Was Will Smith wrong? Yes, he was wrong. I don't think that was the time to do something like that. I think that would have been best served outside of that.
You still think he should have slapped him?
You think there's a time for that?
Yes.
No.
For Will to slap Chris Rock?
No, let me say it. I think he should have addressed the issue at a later time.
He could address the issue there.
I think he should have addressed the issue off stage. Hey, bro, at the little after party, hey, keep my wife's name out your mouth. Whatever happens after that, happens after that. But because you chose to do that in that scenario, then I'm gonna meet you where you at. I would have slapped him back. We would have been fighting.
Here's the problem, and we talked about this before. What did you say, JJ? When you let somebody control your emotions, you're not in control of your life.
Y'all always saying that, but
that's true. Chris Rock.
this is a prime example.
Chris Rock made Will Smith do something that he didn't want to do. You want to know how I know he didn't want to do it?
How?
He apologized that night. Then he apologized again on Instagram.
That's a PR. That's PR.
That apology wasn't real.
On stage?
You think that apology?
No, that on stage apology was real.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do something like that. You don't. If Will Smith wanted to do that, I would respect him more if he didn't apologize.
I did what I did.
I did what I did, and that's what I wanted to do. He knew he shouldn't have did that. Immediately, I feel like he knew he shouldn't have did that. He apologized just a minute later.
I just personally would have slapped him back. JJ, what would you have done? Was he wrong?
Was Will Smith wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think to Coop's point, I don't think Will was in control of his emotions. Mm-hmm. I think he directed all of the emotions that he had, the built up anger, frustration, everything that
because y'all took that man into a meme
from his personal life, and he just took it all out on Chris, who's somebody who's lesser in stature.
Yeah, physically.
And he just, I don't know. I mean, I guess he just snapped, bro. But
do y'all think Jada?
I think he's wrong for that. He should not have handled He should not have handled the situation that way.
Do y'all think Jada runs that house?
That's another thing that triggered me.
Do y'all think Jada runs the house?
A woman running the house?
But
Not that.
Whoa, we almost got canceled.
Absolutely not.
Canceled. No, but the reason I said it is because first of all, the joke did not warrant that type of aggression.
No,
it really wasn't that even. It wasn't even that bad.
That was like,
now
he's there to tell jokes.
He should have slapped him in 2016, but that's a whole nother thing.
Nah.
So in 2016. Chris Rock. So a lot of people were saying that this was brewing from 2016 because basically in 2016, Will boycotted the Academy Awards because he wasn't nominated for an award for concussion. First of all, you don't get to tell people what they think is good. Mm-hmm. So he boycotted the awards. Jada Pinkett was going around like, yep, my man boycotting the awards. I'm boycotting the awards because my man boycotting the awards. Mm-hmm. So then Chris Rock got on that stage in 2016 and stood up and was like, Jada boycotting the awards is like me boycotting Rihanna panties. I didn't have a need. I couldn't get there anyway.
Where's the lie?
I say all jokes got some truth to it.
All I'm saying is, if you want to keep talking like that, because you keep attacking this man's wife. I don't think it was, like I said, I don't think he should have did it on stage. But also, you're not about to slap me, and I'm not about to do anything.
This is the other thing that triggered me. We talked about women manipulating.
Oh, that was the point. Yes.
Manipulating the situation, bro. It takes me back to a conversation I've had with Kiana, like when we first started dating. Because like when you're in the club and maybe some guy bumps your girl, and now they got an attitude with the guy. So now what you gotta do?
Fight.
Handle the business, right?
Right.
So I told Key, I was like, my job is to make sure you go home, get home. Mm-hmm. So regardless of what I gotta do, if I don't get to go home and you get to go home, that's what I'm supposed to do.
Such a violent warrior.
Your job is to make sure I don't have to get there.
Your job is to make sure that we don't get in no situation where neither one of us
don't put us in that situation.
And I've said that on the pod before. Do not put me in a situation where I gotta crash out, because I'm gonna crash. So and then you're gonna feel bad, and then it could have been avoidable.
Now
I don't think that Jada put him in a situation.
So we don't see what happened. But the crazy thing is, he responded So you, after the joke was made, you see Will laughing.
And then you see
Jada she does the biggest eye roll. That eye roll that women want you to know that they are upset about it. She does the biggest eye roll. Will then goes from laughing to, dang, I see her mad. Now I gotta be mad. Walks up the stage, slaps the man.
That's so extreme, bro. Like, to go from laughing to
And he was laughing. It was a hearty laugh.
Her cutting her eyes at him, then he felt the need to go slap somebody. Dog, y'all need to handle y'all situation privately.
I would say her role as far as protecting him would have been to try to stop him from getting on the stage.
Yeah, I'm like, you want to go stop this man? You see him walking up to this thing. But maybe she didn't think that he was about to slap him. Maybe she thought he was about to just go up there and be like, hey, bro, apologize to my wife.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe this ain't the first time that happened.
Maybe she thought, or theory, what if they showed up to the Academy Awards wanting smoke?
I'm sure they did.
Because this was probably like the first time they did since 2016.
This was a conversation on the way. Jada was like,
if Chris say something at the side of his mouth, you better handle it.
Yeah.
And Will said, as soon as Will said, what if he wasn't laughing at the joke? He was laughing because he knew he was about, because he was like, bro, you crazy. When some crazy happens, and you be like, I'm about to slap you. If I ever about to get to somebody, you start laughing, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. Okay, so we know that he slapped the man. Everybody was talking about it. We saw it on Twitter. We saw it on Facebook. We seen it everywhere. The second thing, we talked about, how do you think it would have been handled? How do you think he should have handled it?
Bro, I think he could have said something in that moment from where he was.
On stage or like sitting down?
I mean, he could have said something from sitting down. Like he said, keep my
He said it.
He could have said that. That'd have been fine. But I think he should have just approached him after the fact, bro. Like, you going up, this is why you got to handle your emotion, bro. It's so much on the line. You going up on live TV, slapping Chris Rock. What solution is that bring?
I bet he felt better.
You don't get no points.
I don't think so, bro. Look how he responded after. He didn't feel better. He's up there now. He up there crying.
He was out there partying, looking sad.
I think he
trying
should
to look like he was having fun.
I think he should have definitely addressed the issue, but address it after the fact and address it in a civil manner.
Okay.
I think you should be civilized.
Civilized.
I'm gonna give the credit to Block. He told me the best thing he should have did.
What he should have did?
He said he should have laughed at the joke, and when he won the award, he should have addressed it then.
Oh, that would have been a great
and
time.
And he would have been a hero.
Yep. That would have been a great time.
But all y'all talking about my wife, you better keep my name's wife out your mouth. Chris, I'm gonna see you after this.
Whoop. Oh, now that boy Chris would have been in the back, shaking in his boots.
That's how you handle that.
That's one of them. Your mama tell you, we gonna talk about it after school, and you gotta look over your back the whole rest of the day. Like,
exactly. That's how you handle that.
That would have been some boss stuff to do.
The easiest thing to do would go on stage and slap him. That's the easiest thing you could do.
But in that moment, he didn't know he was gonna win that award.
Yes, he did. Why do you think he was sitting front row? He knew he was winning.
Have you ever gone to an award?
And if that was the case, if you didn't like the joke, leave.
So I said, ain't nobody about to make me leave.
If I'm at a comedy show and I don't like how they're talking to me, you think I'm gonna go on stage and slap the comedian? I'm gonna get up and leave.
Look, side note, all these other comedians was like, we'll pick the right one.
That's what I'm saying.
All these other comedians was like, nah, bro, that ain't happening around here.
That's what I'm saying. And it's open season on Will now.
Yeah.
It's open season.
Do I think he should? I think, the smack, that was a bit much. I think he should have got up. I think it was fine. Him walking on stage.
No.
I think he should have hit him with the whisper in the ear. Watch my wife. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. Apologize. Apologize right now, or I'm about to smirk. Boy, all y'all know. And then had him apologize right then and there.
Oh.
So he slaps the man. We see it. And then he gets up on the stage, wins the awards, start the waterworks start to fly. You've now ruined the biggest night of your life as an actor, because we talking about you're now in the role with Denzel's. Mm-hmm. Like, these are people who've won Academy Awards. Mm-hmm. He gets up there, he's crying. I'm going to apologize to the Academy.
Yeah.
What do you think should it be the consequences for that slap?
He just probably should be banned. He shouldn't be able to.
in the future?
He's not eligible for another one.
Okay.
First of all, he shouldn't have been able to sit back down after doing.
That's
something
what
like
I
that.
said.
That's ridiculous.
They should have asked him to leave.
Yeah. You need to leave.
Your behavior is unacceptable.
Yo, shout out to that dude, bro. Shout out to that dude. Don't touch me. No, he should have been asked to leave.
Yeah.
They should have have y'all seen that picture where Lisa Simpson is on the computer and Marge on her shoulder and she look up.
Tapping that
She
shoulder.
should have tapped and said, "Hey, Will, could you leave for me? Hey, Will, could you follow me, please?"
Yeah.
He should not have been able. He still should have gotten the award, but he shouldn't have been able to get that speech. You just went up here and slapped this man.
Yeah.
There should be consequences for your actions. I don't think he should have been able to do that.
What other place in Earth are you able to do that? If I was at a restaurant and slapped Dante, they're not gonna let me sit down and finish my dinner.
First of all, if you was in a restaurant, you slapped me, you dead. Eat steak.
I'm gonna talk to you later, Dante.
Taps on the shoulder.
No, he should have been. He should. I definitely don't think he should have been able to give that speech. What about you, JJ?
I think that he should. They should not. They should have addressed it. That they shouldn't have let him stay in the award ceremony. He shouldn't have got the award. And I don't know. I don't really know like what the criteria would be for like if they can receive fines or things like that. But I think that there should be some additional consequences after the fact.
Right.
Like he should be penalized in some form or fashion.
Well, he's now stepped down from the academy.
He did.
But
to himself.
that's he voluntarily did that, right?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like that. You need to be
What if he did it? What
He
if he
needs to
did
do something that
Let
wasn't
me step down
voluntary.
before they give me some consequences.
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's fine. But he still should receive some type of consequence.
Yeah, so I think I do think like I said, bro, I don't think he should have been able to get up there and state that. And then, you just had different opinions online. People talking about, oh, he's supporting black women. I mean, he
That's toxic.
don't disrespect black women. You saw all kind of stuff. But Chris Rock has now spoken out and he said he didn't even know that Jada had alopecia.
Of course he didn't, because how arrogant are you to think that I know everything about you?
He said he did not know that Jada had alopecia.
You think I know
do
everything
you
about your
believe that?
life? Yes.
believe it.
Did you know?
Bro, I think Chris Rock lives in a bubble. I believe that Chris Rock did
Did
not know
anybody in here know that?
that. The only people that knew is if you watched Red Table Talk.
That's why I say that response is so extreme, bro. Like, that's
Yeah.
no way to handle a situation like that.
Yes.
That's why I say he could have addressed it afterwards.
If somebody disrespected Gigi, what you doing?
I'm gonna address the situation, but
How
I'm
you
not.
gonna address it?
I'm gonna handle it straight up, bro. I'm gonna talk to you afterwards. There's a time and a place for everything, bro.
Okay.
Like that's what I'm saying. Addressing that situation in the moment. Look at how that played out. That's not a good way to handle the situation.
Right. I think he went into
If
it thinking
somebody
it was
says
gonna
something
make
to live,
him.
you gonna slap him, regardless who it is.
Yeah.
This.
That's not a confident yeah.
It depends. I had to think about it.
I say, yeah.
No, so this is the thing. I also think we're at an age now where like, bro, I'm not trying to do that. I'm cool.
No. Hey,
It
that's
will. He ain't our age.
That's true. That man 50.
Let me tell y'all another thing.
It's displaced emotion. bro.
Everybody in here and everybody listening, you are not Will Smith. Slap somebody if you want to.
You may not make it home.
You're gonna be on a Gildan.
A guild.
They gonna be spray painting you, bro.
Whoa!
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. You're not that tough. I promise.
You're not that guy. You're not that guy.
The last thing I want to say about this.
And this is it for the whole world. We ain't talking about this no more.
No more.
Y'all,
Wrap it.
Y'all, this literally was in the news the entire week. Nothing else happened. It's almost like some other news was brewing in the background, and they said, "No, we still talking about Will."
No, I forgot about the war. There's a whole war in
We
the
in
Ukraine.
war.
This is the last thing. Y'all can check me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
This is why men don't talk about their mental health.
Yep.
Will Smith started talking about his feelings, and he been breaking down on YouTube for the last 5 years. Oh my God!
And people made him a meme. People made him a meme. But you know what? It ain't just him. Tyrese did too.
I'm saying.
Tyrese got on Instagram Live crying, talking about he misses his baby, and y'all be
Yeah.
using that as a meme.
The issue is not that he's talking about his mental health, is that he's talking about it to everybody. Everybody's opinions don't matter.
Uh-huh.
Will Smith is on a public scale. expressing these emotions that he ain't really dealt with yet.
Right.
Now you open to all type of feedback. Anybody can speak on this.
I really don't think Will Smith.
Address it privately.
Let me get out the millionaire's business.
No, but I'm saying address it privately.
I was gonna say, bro, I really do not think that Will Smith wants his business out there. I think Jada want to talk about stuff, and Will be like,
"Is that how our girls feel?"
It's about the money, bro.
Oh,
Is that how our girls feel?
oh,
The soundboard is the table talk.
we might need to go to the next
The red
subject.
table.
Are we Jada?
The Jadas.
Are we Jada, Mimo, and what's the Willow? JJ Willow. Cause you know Willow just be sitting there and she be like,
Yes, mom.
that's good.
Jadas. We're changing the pod.
Not Mimo, her name Gammy. All right, guys, we're done. Anybody else have anything else for Will Smith? He's not gonna hear this episode. Y'all want to say anything?
Slap me. Come slap me. No, I'm just kidding. Don't slap me, Will. Don't slap me.
He might send a hitter for you.
Right.
All right, guys. Now, y'all know the point of the soundboard is to just ask the homies, like, yo, am I tripping? So, a friend communicated to me recently. He is a faithful listener to the pod, so he will be hearing this. But he contacted me and said that, let me just give a little background. He's in his early 30s. He is single and dating. And he said that lately he has been getting approached by a lot of women with kids. And
Oh, yeah.
it's the season. They outside. It's about to get to the summer. They about to ship them kids off to go stay with they daddy.
They only have so much time.
To
business.
And so they out here. And so and the funny thing is he literally said that. He said, bro, these single mothers is out here.
They gotta get straight to business.
He said they're out here. And so he posed the question. He was like, bro, but I don't know if I want to date a woman with kids. And it just started this whole conversation about like dating a woman with kids. First of all, y'all gonna quit calling my phone like I'm the president of the Stepdad Society.
You are, bro.
That is definitely you.
That's you, bro. You a child minister. You got
Not a minister.
Dante love the kids.
Not a minister. But you know what?
You got experience in
Youth
this.
pastor.
Dang,
That says a lot about
I am.
you. That says a lot about you, bro.
I
People
am.
feel
Do I
comfortable.
seem like a father?
No,
father.
no,
Do I
bro.
get
But
father
people,
vibes?
Not to me.
It's the blue jean shirt.
That's what it is. It's the denim.
It's the denim on denim. And so he asked me, but the crazy thing is, we also had another friend hit me up about the same thing. And we were just talking about being in our 30s, dating women with children. And they asked me because when Olivia and I first dated, we were 21 years old. At that time, Jaden was about 5 years old.
Yeah.
And people just asked me like, yo, how was it dating someone with a child? And I always have to tell people it depends on the age that you are.
Yeah.
It
Where
depends
you're
on the
at,
age
where you're at in life.
where you are in life. At 21, me dating Olivia with the kid is totally different than when we got back together, me at 27.
Right.
And Jane being older, and then also me being older and more mature. At 21, bruh, I wasn't really with it. Like, and not with it because we dated, but it was from a perspective of one of the things we first dated. I was like, dang, I'm 21. Like, in my mind, I felt the responsibility of like, I need to act like a husband. I need to act like a
and
father.
you weren't there yet.
And I just wasn't there. I was still getting drunk every weekend. So it became like
that's
a,
that.
valid.
and smoking. I am nobody's role model. But at that season, I was like, I don't know if it was. But what is you guys' opinion on that? What is your opinion?
So his rationale.
He just has a little apprehension about it
because they have kids.
because they have kids.
So it's more. Sounds like it's more of like the responsibility of
Yeah,
of stepping into that
of stepping
role
into that
as a
role.
stepfather.
Right.
JJ will know better than me.
You saw me look at him. Look.
Yeah, bro. I think that you got to be real with yourself. So for me, I can speak personally.
Come on,
You know what I'm
please,
saying? Like,
Please do.
please, Bishop.
I've dated somebody with a kid before, and
How many?
How many kids?
Yeah.
Oh, one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, at least it ain't no basketball team.
Nah, bro. But that was, to Dante's point, that was earlier in my life. So I was in my early 20s when this happened.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But you got to think about, you got to be real with yourself. Like, what is the intention?
What was your intention?
Well, my intention was not to be a father. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
just wanted the mom.
I just wanted the mom. Yeah, bro. So I stepped into there.
You're a mom sitter. Not a babysitter.
I wasn't even there. I stepped in there, bro, like not even trying to take on the responsibility. That wasn't even on the forefront of my mind.
You weren't even thinking about it. You just wanted the mama.
I was trying to think about how do I make this work without incorporating this child into the mix. I'm just being real. Like I'm being real. Like I wasn't dating her with the mindset of like I'm trying to necessarily get married and step into this father role and be responsible. I'm trying to abdicate these responsibilities. I'm not trying to deal with it.
So what did you do when you was around the kid?
I was trying not to be around the kid. I'm just trying to be around the mama. I'm dating her, trying to figure out like how do we find a babysitter? What weekends can it just be me and you? Yeah. I don't want to do group activities.
So is this before you were dating intentionally? You would think?
Yes, definitely.
Oh, okay.
This is casually dating.
Casually dating.
Right.
You know, with a different purpose in mind. Facts, but that's real. So I'm saying like you got to be real. So if it's in the early 30s now and you're stepping into that, what is your point? Like, are you wanting to step into that to then date intentionally to get married? Because then at that point now you got to really take into consideration what the responsibilities are. Right. Because when I was dating her, there's a lot that comes with that. So one of those things is you got to take into consideration that you're not this kid's father. Yeah. Where you're not this kid's biological father. Yeah. So what happens when the biological father comes into play? So if you dating a woman with a child, you got to think about what is their relationship like? Because you got to date the woman, but you also are dating her kid. Then you got to also deal with the biological father. So what is their relationship? Right. If they turmoil, if he already is off the Richter scale, then like how y'all interaction gonna be? Yeah. What happened when he pull up? Yeah. And now where do you fall in that? What happens if he start popping off on her? He transforms into Will Smith. But I'm saying like, so those are the situations you got to think about, because even for me, like them situations happen. Like, all right, so what happens whenever they having an issue? Right. Do you step in? Do you intervene? Do you not?
Yeah, what's your place?
And for me, since I wasn't trying to be a father, that ain't none of my business.
JJ,
that ain't none of my business.
She ever getting yelled at? JJ just sitting there watching TV.
Eating her son's snacks.
Eating the Scooby snacks. No, but that's one of the things that we talked about. And so I challenged him. Yeah. I said, well, hey, bro, you said that you're looking to settle down. And you want to be, you're looking to settle down, you're dating with a purpose, but let me just give you an idea of what this looks like. You now have to, like to JJ's point, you now got to be in the mix between her and the father of the child. Right. You got to be that. I said the second thing is you got to be prepared for sometimes to be inconvenienced. Like it is an inconvenience sometimes because if she especially is in a city where she doesn't have a big community, the child is just her and the child. And so you need to be prepared to watch some Encanto. What's another one of them Disney movies? They be singing Up. You got to be ready to watch Up. You got to be ready to watch it. You know me, and I done seen Sing. I seen it with Olivia and Jaden. Yeah. You have to be prepared to do family activities. I said, bro, if you looking for you a girl where y'all gonna go out here and y'all just trying to hit the bar, that may not necessarily be the case, especially Monday through Friday. I said, let's also keep it a buck. It's gonna be more so you going to go see her than her coming to come see you. Yeah. Because especially if it's a weekday, she got to get little JoJo
to school the next day.
To school the next day. She got to tuck him in the bed. If that's gonna be a problem for you, then that might not be the route that you want to go down. And I think I just gave him some things to think about, because he was like,
do you have more information? Is the lady that he's dating the same age as him?
She's the same age. He's the
like kid is like 32, 33.
Yeah, 30. The kid is younger. The kid's younger, so the kid is like 4. Also, he has not this is what she did well, and I said Olivia did this too. He has not met the child yet.
Oh, that's good.
That is good. Because some of these women be bringing you around their kid too soon.
Yeah.
I think red flag.
I think that lifestyle plays a big role into it too. Like, I don't know it depends on what her lifestyle is. So how is she being a mother to this child? Is she going out every weekend? Or is she more settled and like focused on her and the child and just away from like the social scene? Like what does that really look like? I think that because lifestyle is something you got to take into consideration. If you're trying to date somebody with a child, it's a completely different lifestyle from somebody who's single and has no responsibilities other than themselves. You're not only bringing in more responsibilities to dating somebody else, but you're bringing in additional responsibilities to that add-on, which is the child.
Yeah, and I told him, I said, bro, if you got to be real with yourself. Dudes be saying like, oh, I'm ready to settle down. But I said, bro, if you don't want to date a woman with a kid, don't put her through that and don't put that kid through that. Because the last thing they need is a dad who ain't going to be, not a dad, but like a boyfriend or a father figure who is, kind of sometimes. Shaky. The second time I came back around, bro, Olivia was really hesitant. She really wanted to make sure I was serious because she was like, bro, I brought you around my child. You disappeared. Yeah. Jane's asking what happened to Dante. And I'm not about to.
This is sad.
I was sad, bro. I was like, dang, I'm trying.
But that's part of it.
But that's part of it.
Because kids, they soak up everything, bro. Yeah. So you just treating this like a regular.
It ain't just break up. It ain't just y'all breaking up.
The kid is going to be impacted.
Yeah. I thought the conversation was good because I think because we are in our early 30s, you're now starting to date, and a lot of women are going to have kids. Yeah. My thing for him is, I just said, bro, you just got to be real with yourself. If you saying that, but like, do you mean it? Like, you're saying, oh, I'm ready to settle down. I ain't really trying to, be out here like that no more. Do you really mean that though? Are you ready for the Disney movies?
I would say.
Are you ready for the time in, like the night's in because she can't find no babysitter?
Yeah.
If you're not okay with that, then King, just say that. Just date a woman with no kids.
I think he could still be ready to settle down, or he could be getting ready to settle down. So it's like, once you date somebody with a child, you're settled down. Like, you can't do all these things. Maybe he needs to date somebody without a child because he's like starting to get ready to settle down. Right. So he can find somebody else that's kind of in the same mode so they can slow down together instead of just coming to a hard stop.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So I was listening to a podcast this week, the Pivot podcast. It originated.
I watched it.
Yeah, with Channing Crowder
and Fred.
And they split from I Am Athlete. Yeah. They formed their own. Well, this podcast that I was listening to, they were interviewing Stephen A. Smith. And I watched Stephen A. Smith, you know what I'm saying?
He's so eccentric, it bothers me. Is that what people say about me?
No.
Nah, bro.
Okay.
I was watching the interview, and I thought it was actually a really good interview.
With Stephen A.?
Yes, bro. So I formulated this already opinion of Stephen A. just based off watching First Take.
Right.
In the interview, seeing him like unfiltered, it painted a picture of him in a different light. But in the interview, they were just talking about the success that he has and like his journey through journalism and TV and being a sports analyst. And he's basically like the best at what he does, right? But he was talking from this perspective of that every day he wakes up, he's trying to be the best. Like, it don't matter what he's the best of what he does. And people try to box him in saying that he is like a singular anchor. Focused, just a sports anchor. But nah, he's multifaceted. Right. Whatever he does, though, he tries to be the best at whatever he does. When he wakes up in the morning, he's hungry. Like that's what he wants to do. So as I was listening to it, it was inspirational just to hear his story, to go from like where he was and then all that he had to do to get to where he is that I don't think people necessarily think about. But that concept of being the best struck a chord with me because it made me think about like currently how I face every day. So when I wake up, I was thinking like, am I really having the mindset that I'm trying to be the best today? My answer right now would probably be no. But at some point, like in my past, I would say yes. Like there was a time, for example, when I was younger, when I used to play sports, when I used to play ball, me and Coop used to hoop. I was trying to be the best hooper I could be. Like even if I'm not necessarily the best athlete, nobody's about to have better handles than me. There's a specific thing that I'm working on that I'm the best. League, huh? No, I didn't think I was going to the league, but you weren't about to rip me.
Right.
Like I got handles, right? Same thing with school though. Like I was trying to be the best in the classroom.
Right.
And I feel like I was showing up every day to be the best. But at some point along the way, it shifted from like I'm waking up every day to be the best to now I'm just kind of waking up as average. Like, I'll just get by. Like I just do what I need to do to move on. Mm-hmm. So like my thought to myself and the question to y'all was like, do y'all wake up every day to be the best, or like what does that look like for y'all, or has that shifted in y'all? Like,
I think that's a hard question, and this is what I think. What I picked up on basically from the things that you said. You said that your mindset was I want to be the best when you were playing sports. Your mindset was I want to be the best in school. You talking about like in college?
In college, in high school, in the classroom, like I'm trying to excel. I'm trying to be the best version of me.
Right.
I'm trying to be the best at whatever craft I'm doing. So now how that would apply, if I'm going to a job, I'm trying to be the best at this job that I'm doing.
So I think that's a loaded question, right? Because I would argue that it's easy to do that when you're doing stuff that you're passionate about.
Yes.
It's easy to do that. Like when you're passionate about it, you automatically want to be the best at it, right? Like when it's your passion. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people though don't wake up with that attitude because they're doing things that they're not passionate about. So if I'm going to a job, I think I'm gonna let Coop answer your question, but I think another question that we could talk about is just how do you keep that mindset when you ain't really passionate about the things that you're doing? Because I would argue that a lot of people are waking up doing things that they're not passionate about. So Coop, are you waking up passionate every day?
I have my days.
What is the change in the days?
I guess my energy level, like how much energy I have the day. But for the most part, I think that I try to dominate whatever I'm in, whatever workspace or whatever. Like we worked together at JJ. We worked together at a call center before.
Yeah,
I dominated. This is what I do.
The most calls. Coop the most calls.
I think the thing is this. So it's like you're right, Dante. If you're not passionate, it's hard to try to win or dominate the thing. I guess that's my thing. I like to win, regardless.
Yeah. And that's what Stephen A said too.
Like he likes to win.
I like to win. Winning is contagious. So it's relative to your life and anything you do. So if you're not winning at work, you're not gonna win. If you're not winning your morning, you're not gonna win your day. You're not gonna win in life,
right?
Regardless of what you're doing. So it's important just to start. They talk about the winning.
Like winning is a mindset.
It's winning is a mindset, but they start winning when you're in a team, a winning not organization, a winning culture.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you want to cultivate a winning culture amongst yourself and your family and the people around you.
No, that's good. It makes me think about when I worked at when I was in high school. I was it's almost like when you're younger, you have that mindset because you ain't really necessarily had failures yet. I think for a lot of people, when failures come into play and you start to realize the other side of winning, it can kind of failures make you feel like, dang, maybe I'm not good enough, or like maybe I can't do this. But in high school, I feel like I used to have a winning mindset. Like I wanted to dominate in everything. And I worked at a grocery store and they used to put the fastest checkers. They used to put the fastest checkers every week. It would be like, here's the list of the fastest checkers. Yeah. And when I first started working there, I looked at that board one day in the lunchroom. I said, I will beat the fastest checker here. I went after it and I did it multiple times, but it was because I wanted to be the best at that.
But I think that's what matters. I don't think it's necessarily about not failing, because I think you fail even when you're doing something that you want to do. Even when you're younger, you failed at whatever it was. It's more so doing what you want to do. So it sounds like it's more around the mindset of doing what you want to do. Like if you're waking up every day and you're going to a job that you're not passionate about, it's easier for you to shift that mindset to say, I'll just get by, because you're not passionate about it.
But even with the checking out being the fastest checker, if you're not able to beat the people at the grocery store checking bags the quickest, you think you're going to be able to beat people like at Fortune 500 companies in whatever position you're at? That's such a
Not you downplaying. Not you downplaying
No, I'm
the
saying-
grocery field because it was stiff competition.
I'm saying if you're not able to dominate the minors, don't think you about to dominate the majors.
That's fact.
So you gotta dominate wherever you at, bro.
He just tried
said
to
you
play.
was in the minors.
He tried to play every checker. Cash in. I'm gonna let you slide. I'm gonna let you slide.
That's not nothing wrong with that job, but if you're not able to dominate that, don't think you're gonna move to a bigger position in life.
So my question is, for people who, what is a principle that you would give people who are maybe waking up doing stuff that they're not necessarily passionate about? And I think we all can speak to this because we ain't doing everything that we passionate about.
Absolutely.
How do you still win in those arenas, showing up to stuff that you ain't necessarily passionate about?
Man, I think you have to. There has to be a level of awareness in that situation, and you have to find something that you're passionate about that gives you drive and ambition to look forward to.
Right.
So if it's not in the position that you're in, figure out what it is that you want to do and how you can shift to that, so that it makes whatever you're currently doing that's not in your passion, it makes it easier to just like show up that day because you're working towards something else, what you truly want to do. If you have nothing that you're doing or that's in the future that you're wanting to pursue, it's going to be difficult to show up every day.
Yeah.
Just like we talked about before, when we were younger, the reason that we woke up and tried to be the best is because we were doing what we wanted to do.
Right.
But doing the things that matter to us. If you wake up every day and you're doing something that doesn't matter to you or it's not fulfilling, then you start to lose your interest.
That's fact.
So find what that is and then try to make an effort to go after what that is. And then in that, think about like what your mindset is towards that. Like show up and start to develop that habit, because how you operate right now, if you want to be the best in the passion that you have, start being the best in what you're doing now, so you can cultivate those habits, you can cultivate that discipline, that character, so that way when you show up and now it's your turn, you get that opportunity, you smashing it.
Yep.
Right. So you know what's so crazy? Olivia and I were literally having this conversation this morning because my baby be at her job grinding. And she was saying that one of the scriptures that she has it actually on her desk is Colossians 3:23. And basically the New Living Translation version says, work willingly at whatever you do as though you are working for the Lord rather than for people. So the whole idea is...
He's pastor.
Come on, Bishop.
It's the denim.
No, it gives me powers. But it's crazy. We were just having this conversation because I was asking her, Olivia's in the season where she's working at her job. They're going through a lot of transitions. And we were just talking about like, her boss gave her a great recommendation and was just talking about how like, no matter what's going on, Olivia works. She don't let it slight her. You know what I'm saying? Like she's still gonna get done what needs to be done. And it's just a spirit of excellence. And Olivia has that written. And she said she looks at it every day. Work it willingly unto the Lord, as if, unto the Lord, not as if you're working for people. So I would say that is just a grounding principle for, every believer just in general.
Yeah.
What's yours, Coop? What's somebody do if they not passionate about something? How can they do it in excellence?
I think I touched on it earlier, but you have to know that you're preparing yourself for the next step.
It's not that task.
It's not
the bigger task.
regardless of what it is. You just got to win this to get to the next level.
That's good.
So you're living for your future self.
Right.
Yep.
You winning for your future self.
Yep.
That's good, fellas. I think that was a bar. Let's hit them with that soundbite of the week.
That soundbite of the week this week is: you can do anything, but you can't do everything.
Read that again.
You can do anything, but you can't do everything. What that mean, Dante?
Pokemon.
You can do anything that you want, but you can't do everything at the same time, basically.
So that's what you were gonna say?
That's what I take from that.
Yeah, I would say for me it sounds like just kind of like you can be jack of all trades and master of none. Like although you can do everything, it's better to get good at a couple of things than to try to be good at everything. Right. Yeah. So you can do anything. You can have 15 different businesses.
Right.
That don't mean that all of them are successful, but you could use that same energy in one business,
right,
and probably that business will be more fruitful. So I take that as you can do whatever you want, but you're more successful when you spend that energy on a smaller amount.
Yeah, to me, it just comes down to like the choices that you make.
Right.
Like you have the choice to do anything that you want in this world or in this life, but not everything is going to be beneficial for you. Not everything is going to be fruitful. So like there's a choice to do anything you want to do. But if you have some intentionality, if you have some focus behind, then that's going to switch whether or not you do everything.
Right.
You're only going to do a limited amount of things to focus on those things.
That's fact.
Yep.
Well, guys, that brings us to the end of our episode. We appreciate y'all for tapping into another one. Hey, guys, if you have not already, please don't forget, leave us a rating and review on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. That's how other people find the podcast, all right? So if you're loving what we're doing here, if you're loving the conversations, please be sure to give us a rating and review. Also, because we are part of your soundboard, if you have a question where you want to say, hey, cool, JJ, Dante, am I tripping? Please hit us with a DM. Remember, we will keep your identity anonymous. We won't tell who you are, but if you do want our opinion on something, please shoot that to us via DM at the Soundboard Podcast. It's your boy Dante. You can follow me at Dante Speaks Life. That's DONTAE.
And this is Coop. You can follow me on IG at thisiscoop_.
And this is JJ. You can follow me at _Jeremy J.
That boy be posting workout videos, so go look at him.
And we out.
Peace.